this is going to be a series of videos on how to use the Smart Truck Route 2 truck GPS for your phone, Android, iPhone, works on tablet. So if you want like a real GPS with a little bigger, get like a 7-inch screen, 8-inch, 10-inch tablet. This will work on there as long as it has a GPS. Check your tablet if it has a GPS. It needs to have a GPS. This is all there's to it. This first video is going to be on the basic settings of Smart Truck Route 2. And here it is. You can see it right on the desktop. You go into it here. On the screen, you can change where some of these buttons are. On the top right, not quite the top, it looks like a little map right below the plus and the minus. You click on that, and that'll change it to a satellite view. This does use more data, so you got to be careful with that. If you got unlimited data, no big deal. And if you're in a rural area, you're not getting great data, that will affect it there. You can click on it again, it'll go back. The plus minus, you can see, it'll go out, it'll go in. Right to the left of that, it's that little red box with an X. It sends out to do and everything, every now and then. This is just, how to select items you want to see from the left side menu. Tells you right there, dismiss it, and it's gone. Down on the bottom right, it's that circle within the side, that other circle. You click on that, it goes to where you're at. In case if you're, that was a survey thing. It'll go, let's say you're way off somewhere here and you're doing something. You click on that, it'll bring you right back to where you're at, right there. So inside the menu, up at the top left, those 3 lines, that's called the sandwich bar menu. Click on here. It'll go to everything right here. Second to the bottom where it says menu, those 3 dots, you click on it, it goes right there. That's the same as here. If you go to the top right, those 3 bars, it goes to there and there. So we'll go through there. See where it says buildings, point of interest, satellite, terrain, traffic, all those? You can change these as you want. Like if you hit terrain, terrain's highlighted. Now, if you go here, you can kind of see the mountains and everything. If I go back and take the terrain off, see they're gone. If you go in and hit the terrain and you hit the satellite, not as much differential inside there. Traffic. This is an overlay of Google Maps. So we'll bring in your traffic reports, which is nice. So if it's highlighted blue there, traffic, it'll come in. If you click on it again, it's black right there, it's off, but I like the traffic on. Weather radar, same thing. It will have storms and everything and let you know what it is there. Above that satellite, that's what we did, the satellite view. Points of interest, that's if you want to see points of interest on the route. We'll go over that in a minute, how you get to that. Buildings, it'll show you the buildings, everything. Auto day night, that's fine. You can go day mode, whatever you want. See, now it's night mode right there. I don't like that. I just like changing it myself. Mileage report, itineraries, I really don't use that. Let's go right into the menu. Contacts, self-explanatory. Account. If you go into account, it'll tell you, because this is a subscription base, it'll tell you when you got it, when your subscription is over. We'll go into there. Announcements, that was that little thing we were on before. If there's any more of those that little messages, they'll be in there. Support, any questions? I actually asked a couple questions. It's right in there. It's good to go. Side menu. That's this over here, where you got in here. That is the basic menu of what you have in here. Now, right in the middle of the settings button, if you click on this, this is the general for everything inside the app. How you want to change settings, where you want stuff, we'll go through this right now. These right here. If you go to the top one, general. Night mode for map only. Self-explanatory. Shelf, it'll be on night. Picture-in-picture mode. What that is it'll be a little, like you can have a little map and move it around if you want to use other stuff, but it's on top. Metric units, that's fine. Alternate road names. This is do not show or announce turn-by-turn instructions, but you know how it'll be like Highway X is also known as, Stevie Wonder Highway, whatever. That's what that is right there. 24-hour format, self-explanatory. Display time zone in there, you could do that if you want. Display state odometer that'll count when you get to each state, how far you've been in each state. And then right below that, if that's activated, you can show both odometers. Zoom controls are shown. That was at plus minus on my screen. Auto zoom, that'll move the map in and out to your speed. And the magic number is like 4850, where it really zooms in and out quite a bit. Zoom out more. I have that in there, and I'll show you what I mean by zoomed out more. Zoom in more, it'll keep you in there. Smooth map, navigation, it'll kind of help it smooth it up. It's not that big a deal. Turn-by-turn instructions, I don't have turn-by-turn on. It gets annoying after a while to me. People like the announcements. Max volume, doesn't, if you want it. Reduce announcements, basically if you have announcements on, it won't say as many. Got favorites, so they're the favorites. You can delete them all right here. Auto sync favorites, it'll use your Google Drive or your Apple Drive. If that's on, it'll auto sync the favorites every day, so you don't have to worry about backing it up. If you have Android Wear, Apple Wear, self-explanatory. If you want it to start on boot, that might be handy if you do have a tablet full-time in your truck. You could get a really good Android tablet for 120, 140 bucks and put this on there. You'd have a really high-end tablet. That's what that would be for. Parking survey. That was that one I had, but popped up. Basically, like, it'll say, is there any spots available? How many spots are available? That kind of thing is. And way station survey, same thing. Is it open or closed? Truck entrance survey. When you come into an entrance and it sees on Google Maps there's a truck entrance, say, was this right? To help for the next time and for other people. You can reset all the warnings there. Use Android GPS provider. Should be standard. Keep map north up. You know how it'll always have whatever direction you're going straight up. If you want north to be up all the time, you click on that. Map avatar. Click on that. You can be any of these trucks right here you want. I select the blue because my truck is blue. That's the general. Driving assists. Full screen navigation. That's if you want to take it over and you don't see any menus or bars. Touch map to exit. Click on it. Say, yes, you can exit if you move it. Self-explanatory. With that, it's show you right here. If I touch, and go in there. If I'm going in a map, and it won't do it if I don't have a direction. If you touch in there and move it, it'll say exit right there. Play system notifications are upcoming turn. That's whatever your notification is on your phone when you get tasks or anything like that. It'll play that for turns instead of announcing. Announce earlier turns. If you want to be notified earlier than normal about turns, by default it starts about a mile and a quarter. It'll start telling you. Show current road info. It shows it on the top and the bottom. Show you that in a little bit. Local ETA, so wherever you're at, it'll show the local time for ETA. So if you start your trip Eastern time and you're going to the Pacific time, it'll actually show you what time you'll arrive Pacific time. Speed limits, it'll change the speed limit as you go. Always show, small size, that's what I like. If you have a governor speed, it'll tell you there. Over speed limit warnings, it'll tell you if you're going too fast, and you can change whatever that is. Points of interest announcements in here. Here's where you can announce these if you want them on or off. I basically have way stations on there. Border crossings, going to U.S. and Canada, but it'll also go, leaving Washington, entering Idaho, if you got the announcements on. Hour mark as you can along the map. I think it's too busy. If you want to enable IFTA, highway numbers as images, self-explanatory. Big highway if you want to show that, but it takes up a little more of the screen. I do not like that. Hours of service logging, if you want that on, self-explanatory. Show volume panel, so you can turn the volume up or down or everything like that if you want that. Show mute if you want that. It tells you navigation panels for colors, for first route, second route, if you have vias and everything like that. That was drivers. Now we're going to go to route configuration. Route type, Optimal and quickest, standard, but you can change it to one of them there. Minimize tolls, if you can click on that. If you don't want to use tolls as much, you can put on that. Avoid tunnels, self-explanatory. Alternate route, by default that's off. I have it on. Anytime you create a route with this on there, it will create you a second route, so you can pick which one you want. Simplified instructions, self-explanatory. Show weather and route details. Yep. Show high wind alerts. That's kind of nice. Below that, you can set what you want for wind. It'll every now and then it'll pop up and it'll say no high wind alerts on your route, or it'll pop up and say, hey, high wind alert, Wyoming, I-80. We know that, how that is right there. That's the basic route configuration right there. Truck configuration, self-explanatory. By default, it comes up with the standard 13.6 53-foot truck in there. You can change that if you want. Points of interest. Here's where you can turn stuff on or off. In here, whatever you want. You can go through here and turn these on, off, whatever you want here. Side menu. If you go in here, this is the side menu where I showed you earlier. You can turn these on or off. Text to speech, I have it off, but if you turn it on, you can change how your voice is, what you want for a voice, volume, and all that stuff right there. Count information, same thing as before. Mileage report shows you all your mileage. That's your basic settings on how to use the app inside here. The next video, we're going to go over how to create a route and how to add a via and all that. I hope you like this review. If you like it, please subscribe and like it, or leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.